So today just felt weird. I wanted to do a video last night, but I'm like, it's 2 days, but I kept getting lots and lots of stuff, so I kind of just let it run all night. Today's the 11th, so 1/11/21, which is 6. But okay, so how I was feeling today was off, really watery, but not in like the intuitive way. It was like I was seeing little things out of the corner of my eyes, little specks, and it was an integration watery. It was a deep breath, watery, heavy in that it was intense. Noticeable. It was just off all day, and I was very tired this past week. You know, and my sleep has been off since the solstice, but even more so than normal. But it was, I keep waking up in the middle of the night, and I know that I'm waking up because I remember waking up and saying something, but I don't remember what I'm saying or the dream that I'm in and I'm referencing. Does that make sense? So I remember that I'm waking up. I have the knowledge of that, but I don't know what I'm saying. And then on the 31st, I had a dream. My my infamous self-made whiteboard in the bathroom. I saw it the other night, and on the 31st, I had a dream that it was wizards. And then the other night, I woke up to antidote, or I haven't even looked into it more. Antidote. I was trying to, because I'm waking up, right? I'm very tired, and I'm not even thinking straight, obviously, which is probably why I'm hearing the things I'm hearing. So I found that interesting. And then this morning, I woke up with, it was my deadbolt on my door and someone opening my deadbolt, which is very interesting because a couple years ago, I had a very intense dream about getting shot. It was, I heard a loud truck. I was living somewhere different, and I heard a loud truck, and there was a guy with a hat, I believe. I can't exactly remember everything, but anyways, it was similar to that in the urgency of it, the way that I woke up. It was the feeling. And then these cards, I mean, this was from last night, but it's all change. But it's like change that, and this is not just last night. I was talking to someone else and explaining that this is like a recurring theme. It's letting go of whatever outcome I can even conceive, which is pretty amazing because I can think of a lot in my mind. Quite the imagination. But stay aware, curious, and teachable is what one of them said. But seems to be that there's a very pointed action taking place in regards to potential outside energy, which I understand that it's been talked about in the community, and some people, you know, will do the whole channeling thing and all of that, but I've never had it so directly very directly pointed at me. Like my 13 is my number, and it just kept hitting. Anyway, before I start with my notes, which I've got 2 pages or so, yeah, a wall page. I wanted to open this. I was so excited. I met this beautiful woman through Laura Whitworth, and there was this connection. I hung around for a couple days, and then I reached out, and crazy connection. I just love her to pieces already. And anyway, she has this shop, and it's Ancient Element Creations. And I immediately, when I found the shop, I went and I just spent money, but I wanted to open them with you guys and show you. I mean, oh, I can't even remember what I got. I was so excited. Okay, so this is the bracelet that I got. And the little box has like dried flowers in it. Oh, I love it. Peace of mind. So she does all kinds of healing as well, healing practices. So I'm gonna check those out. Oh my gosh, this is packaged so sweetly. Oh, that's really pretty. I got lots of bracelets apparently. Oh. Brave Self bracelet. It looks like lapis lazuli, but I don't know. And tiger's eye. But I can't read it in the amount of time that we have. How interesting. Okay, so and they're all, oh my gosh, they all have different little so cool. I'll have to link the shop below. I think you guys will like it a lot. A whole lot. I love, it feels so good giving back to people you know. That's their livelihood, you know? It's spending my money in places that is, you know, it's going to make a difference. I remember when I bought this place, I bought it way over what I should have. But I didn't mind, or because the woman that lived here before me had 4 little children, and she wanted a house. And I was so happy to be able to give her the extra money to get her home for her and her children. So, oh. Wow, these are beautiful. So these are little, I'm not sure what this one is. My lighting really is not the best, so. And this one does have different flowers too. So all of these, I believe, all of these crystals are charged by said woman that I was talking about. And oh wow, this one's really, I mean, they're all gorgeous, but it's like Christmas for myself. Abundance of Fortune bracelet. Well, we have that in our everyday lives, don't we? It's pretty. It's purple and green. Amethyst. 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 So I've got so many bracelets and I'm going to wear them all the time. I love them so much. So thank you so much. That's very kind of you. And I will link her store below. Her family, her and her family's store. And the services that she offers. Ancient Element Creations. I love the site. I totally flipped out when I went there. Down to the text. I love the site. So there is that. I was so excited to open those online. Thank you. Thanks so much. Okay, to the notes really quick. I haven't even sat with myself. I did this morning. I cannot remember the words that came through this morning, but these were my notes from 110, and my dream, which was antidote, something. Barracuda kept coming up yesterday. 13. Cosmic Midwife kept coming up. So 5-5, which I know is wild in certain areas, but that kept coming up with the words crowds, time/timelines, Arctic, and then God come back, which is, I don't have any side notes regarding that, so that's interesting. Then I have, what if light means something different than what we think? Now that's going off of a tweet that I saw. Macanon, he's out there. But I appreciate everybody's viewpoint. I like to look at all of the things, regardless of whether or not they're in the know all of the time, which, you know, he'd probably have choice words for me if he saw this. But okay, so this was associated with a tweet that I saw by Macanon, and it was, what if light means something different than what we think or what we hear it means? Something to do with dimensional space. Spooky action at a distance kept coming up yesterday too, which is really weird because then I heard, I was listening to Higher Side Chats, which he had this guy on, which I appreciate everybody's view, but he's a Christian, and it was an interesting conversation, but they mentioned spooky action at a distance. So light having to do with something dimensional and or brainwashing, that MK Ultra stuff, the hits you, like I said, Frank was psychic. Maybe it's not that he's so much psychic, but maybe that we are connected in a way that allows us to, or there's a certain frequency, certain light that, and then we're triggered to do something. I don't know. But what if light means something different than what we think that it means? Okay. And then the same with COVID. That was having to do with the tweet that I saw regarding the airspace. I did not look into any of this stuff. So, it seemed odd to come out and say what they said about that. So it was in Virginia, I think, and I was just wondering if that wasn't meaning something else. Okay, so way showing non-polarized thought. I think that's the extent of it. Yeah. So tonight, I was thinking about the thing with the psychic word, or the tapping in of the things. And then my other one was in regards to this change. Like, okay, so the only thing that I can think of, which is, I guess, what I'm not supposed to be able to think about it. I'm not even supposed to be able to picture it, whatever this change is that's happening. But definitely has to deal with interesting energies. But oh, what was it? It was change. The art of war. It was the art of war, and how, and I've mentioned this many times on Twitter. It seems like everything is happening so fast and so directly that what if we were all duped, right? What if? And then you read the art of war differently in the way that China is seemingly more and more, what, PayPal today, more and more taking over. You read it from a different angle, from a different perspective, and it's like, what if? I'm not trying to manifest anything. I'm just really, all of this stuff is pointing to embracing change in a way that I have not foreseen. So I'm just putting it out there. It's probably the only thing that I can really think of. But there, you know, again, I'm not supposed to be able to actually conceptualize it. So, I think that was it. There was the nuclear thing today. I was on lunch, and I saw a post that came through, and it was amazeballs. And I immediately messaged my friend, and ever since August, I have been getting reoccurring ants and nuclear. Anyway, very interesting. There are a couple posts on Twitter that I've what does it all mean? I think the idea is to not know, but I'm wondering if that is seriously is complacency. It seems to be the theme, not wow. I mean, what I'm thinking about right now is like just switching all of it upside down, mirror, right? Switching it and then inverting. It's just wow. Just wow. Anyway, we've got the new moon coming up. I think it's on the 13th, and I was telling a group of new friends. I think they're friends. they're yeah, different group. But I was telling them watch how the energies of the collective are going to be manipulated and molded into, like, I see, like, you know, those DIY volcanoes that you make in grade school and science. Yeah. So It's like creating that project to create an effect, an outcome. So that build up. And they did it around Halloween too. It was done. It was done around Halloween too. But I can see that happening even more so. And then I believe, is it the 29th that we have the full moon? I don't know. But it doesn't matter because the 20th is like, whoa. I was talking with my coworkers today, and I think I had 5 minutes. I allowed myself 5 minutes in between working, and I let myself get on the floor. And on the floor means to talk with the agents, but I allowed myself some time, and it was amazing how, well, what's happening? Well, I guess that's just what are we going to do? And it didn't seem like anybody was thinking of a solution. It just seemed like people were, well, what's next? What's next? And I mean, that lends itself to stop thinking about, always thinking about what's next, right? When we have the now moment, and the now moment is the most powerful moment ever. It's the only moment. Anyways, I'm going to end this with, we have Belly Laugh Day on the 24th. So hopefully that'll be fun. What's even happening?